it's Allison with Nurturing Readers. I want to share with you some of our current family favorites. So let's talk about some of our favorite bedtime books. 1, 2, 3, Do the Dinosaur is one of our absolute favorites. This is a huge board book. And what we love is this one has rhyming text and a chant that goes with it. So it goes chomp, chomp, chomp. Let's do the dinosaur. 1, 2, 3, and everybody roar! And then you can imagine we all roar along. What I also love is at the end, all of the dinosaurs go to bed, and so it's perfect for bedtime. Another one we love is Twinkly Twinkly Bedtime Book. This has an on-off switch on the back, and this is about Daddy Bear and Baby Bear, and they're reading a bedtime story, and then Baby Bear looks outside and is like, wants to go see the stars. And so you can see the stars actually light up in this book, which is really cool, and it's gonna engage your kids. We love reading that one at bedtime. Another great one is Little Red Riding Hood, the Masked Fairy Tales. We love fairy tales, but what's cool about this one is it comes with masks. So there's the Little Red Riding Hood, and then there's also the wolf. And so your kids get to pick which character they want to be, and they get to engage in the story in a really fun way, because as the characters come up, they can put on their mask and act like they are the actual character. We read this one again and again. It's super great to have. All right, we love our collections for bedtime. Here's one of them, 10 more 10-minute stories. We have others in this series, but there's 10 stories in here, which is awesome. And they're classic ones too, like Goldilocks, Jack and the Beanstalk. But what we love about these stories is there are pictures on every single page of this one. And so they do take about 10 minutes, but that's perfect amount of time for bedtime. And so we read these ones again and again, and we love all the classic stories in it as well. One of our favorite storybooks is I Say Ooh, You Say Ah. It's super silly and interactive. So for example, it says there's something very simple that you need to remember. When I say ooh, you say ah. So you're going to go through and say ooh, and then your kid will say ah. And then there's another prompt. If you see the color red, you pat your head. And at this point, you're patting your head while you say ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And then another one is, if you see an ant, you say underpants. And so surely that's going to get your kids laughing along. We enjoy reading that one, and I love how interactive it is. Well, another interactive book is our Shine a Light series. This is a top-selling series because as you're reading, you get to use a flashlight. I usually use my phone, and there's hidden pictures behind the page. So as you can see here, the conductor is there. And so when you turn the page, you can learn more about him. And so lots of fun facts in here. This is a nonfiction book. We love this whole series. Hands down, one of our favorite characters is Nibbles. Nibbles is a book monster, and this is Nibbles Colors, which is one of our books for our younger kids, and it's a great way to introduce Nibbles. He escapes, and he's going through all the different colors, and they're building on each other. But we absolutely love these books. This is a board-like book, and then Nibbles always escapes at the end of each book. Here's one of the storybooks that we have. This is Nibbles, the Monster Hunt, and here Nibbles escapes again. You can see there's flaps throughout. And then he, in this one, is going through different fact books, and he is causing chaos. There's actually a dragon that starts to chase him. This is so much fun to read. And then he also gets to meet a brand new friend in this one. You can see the boy here, and so that's super fun. But of course, in Nibbles fashion, he escapes again. There's always a hole at the end of the book. Super fun. We love this whole series. Are you planning to take your kids to the zoo soon? Well, you definitely need to bring this book along. This is $1.99 Zoo Animals. It's the perfect size to take, and then you can do like a search and find. I've done this with my kids. It's super fun. These are board-like pages, and you can try to find the different animals that are in this book and compare them with what you're seeing at the zoo. This is super fun. We also love our pop-up books. This is Pop-Up Birds. You could use this one too if you're going to the zoo. But look at how awesome and beautiful these are. There's also a QR code on these, so you can have them read to you as well. Do you have a kid who loves to draw? Well, we get excited with the warmer weather because we like to do chalk outside, and this is the perfect book for it. Step-by-step drawing book. I am not the best drawer, but I can look really good with my chalk if I use this book. And so this gives you all the directions on how to draw all different kinds of things. We have others in this series as well, but it's a super fun book. We love having this one when we're outside. Another great one if you have a kid into drawing is Illustrate This Book. This one's Monster Small, Monster Big. There's others in this series, but they get to learn how to write a story, but also how to illustrate it. There's prompts in here. This one's all about monsters, and so my kids have absolutely loved making their own books. It's hardcover too, so it's a great keepsake. What a great gift to give Grandma and Grandpa as well. Another great book that we love having is Dr. Maggie's Grand Tour of the Solar System. If you have a kid who's into space, this is a must to have on your shelf. This one goes through all the planets and talks about all the facts that you want to know about our solar system, and Dr. Maggie takes you on a tour. We absolutely love all of the info in this book.